Hi everyone, I'm going to basically talk to you and address to you all about something that has come to my attention about certain topics that is on my heart right now to share with you all, to encourage you and enlighten me and you, maybe to just to pre-warn you or not, sort of thing. Regardless of my aims and purposes of this channel, you got to just remember what they were pretty much as well. What I'm hoping to address to you today is about stereotyping. I know many people may think that, you know, why should we hear about stereotyping? Why should we hear about all these other topics that you've addressed, Kieran? Well, like I said, this is an encouragement and enlightenment and hopefully sharing my views and entitlement of what I feel is important to me. You know, no matter what sort of thing, you know, everyone has their entitlement of their own opinion. So please bear in mind that I am entitled to mine as well as yours. So in all retrospect, just respect one another in a way of whatever it may be. So here goes, sort of thing. As you know, basically, stereotyping autistics in general, especially, that I'm going to address is basically, or just anyone for that matter. Stereotyping is not just like, to me, is like that you're assuming something about someone, or even now putting an actual label on someone that you feel fits and suits to you and your expectations of what they should be or who they should be in reality, when in reality we know that we shouldn't have all these high expectations and that about the people around us, you know. Question is, why do we stereotype each other though? You know, do we need to stereotype each other? In my books, no, you or I don't, plain and simple. Yet we are all bad to stereotype one another, however, obviously, because, you know, people may think that they're high and mighty, thinking that, you know, they don't stereotype, they don't judge, or they don't criticize and all that. We're not perfect people. I'll admit I'm not perfect either. I do have my faults, flaws, and imperfections and the works, but obviously I don't need to be reminded every day about my faults and imperfections, and that even if it is just subtly said or subtly done in amongst it all. You see, what irks me to the core is that people who do start stereotyping tend to think that there's nothing wrong with themselves, however. They just tend to, you know, pick at our faults, flaws, imperfections, whatever the case may be. And they'll just keep on constantly pointing at each other around them and pick at their flaws and imperfections, when in reality you're wanting to be superior and above everyone else. How dare you? You know, in this day and age, we shouldn't have to be high and above of everyone else. We should be treated equally. We should be treated as the same, no matter what. You know, I believe that, you know, certain things come to the cost, as I said. Certain things come and goes in our lives, be it friendships, relationships, or whatever. But, you know, to me, another thing that irks me in this day and age too is people's thoughts and behaviours towards others, you know, in the way of what I'm sharing right now, stereotyping, be it bullying, you name it, it's there. Gotta remember though, whoever's pointing the finger, you are the problem, not them. Okay, basically, obviously you feel you have every damn right to stereotype the other person or putting like a label or what have you on them, on the ones that you feel fits and suits to you. But why should we, like I said in one of my videos, change for you if you're not going to reciprocate and actually give back to us to what we're asking, be it whatever it may be. You know, I have asked so many times in my day and age of what I've been going through at the moment, and, you know, people think that problems go away straight away. I don't think so. Sometimes some people are just in their fantasy world and, you know, denial world of what's going on around them, and they just don't want to actually pure and simple look at them, take a deeper look spiritually in themselves and actually see to what's really going on. Either that's, or it's a fear factor that they just don't want to. I don't know. I could be wrong, but from what I've experienced, it could always be the same. Anyway, stereotyping, however, is simply defined as, or is a thought that has been adopted or portrayed to us about specific types of individuals, or just how a certain way of doing things differently as to make others assume or judge us real harshly. The relationship of stereotyping, prejudice, and discrimination are understood and are relatively different concepts and ideas to everyone, however. Stereotyping, however, occurs without conscious awareness or thought, Whereas with prejudice, on the other hand, is the effective component to stereotyping and discrimination as well, is one of the many behavioural components of the prejudicial reactions. Some people's thinking behaviour towards others needs to change and needs to stop, however, as I said. The way they're portraying it to me is that some people think who are autistic are dumb, stupid, and more. That's because, obviously, you know, due to the lack of understanding, awareness, and knowledge and know-how about people who are autistic, many people just think that, you know, we're just another label, another form of, don't want to touch these people that may be fragile, or, you know, it's lack of empathy, lack of compassion around thing. It's got to stop. After being diagnosed, self-diagnosed later in life, some people with Asperger's tend to change in their way of thinking and living their lives. You see, people who have Asperger's don't really know that they have it, especially if they're showing the classic signs, symptoms of Asperger's. Yet, as I mentioned in one of my vids earlier, that we females may show signs later on in life, because obviously with the clinicians of basically, or anybody in that medical field, labelled us as schizophrenic, well, not crazy, psychotic, bipolar, and all those labels of classic signs and symptoms. But then again, you know, it's not always the case. Most Aspies are being stereotyped as being gifted, good at computers and science, whereas this ain't true. For some, Aspies are gifted in other areas as well, such as being creative in art, music, writing, and more. I'm usually good at writing as well as certain level of computing, designing ideas, etc. in my mind and not on paper. I've seen things before I can, you know, address it all to you basically in the way of my imagery if I do end up having to do that design creative stage. As well as I said before, I see things in a different way to others, and I may see black and white, or I just see things in a way that many people may tend to think, you know, I'm crazy, loopy, or whatever, you know, but like I said, I'm here for a reason, and that reason, if the circle of people around me, be it whoever it may be, hopefully maybe they can just listen and maybe take heed, and then maybe one day accept what I'm saying and maybe thank me later on, who knows. I see how society and the world around us as we are trying to create us and changes to how we may think, work, and act things out in this world of the unknown. However, I have the ability to solve everyday problems that others may question me to why I do it the way I do, yet I do look at other angles or solutions as well and test them out, yet the way I've learnt and taught myself may not appeal to others. However, as I said, I may see black and white, I may think black and white, I may read between the lines, I may do all this as well as problem solving and whatnot, but that's just me in general. You know, I like to try and problem solve before it gets any bigger, even though some people may think I'm the kind of girl that may quit, but hey, who knows. I'm not a genius yet, however, everyone on the autistic spectrum does have a gift or talent in one way or another, yet what we do with this gift and talent is up to us like anything else in life. There's so many stereotypes, pretty much. So, thanks for watching, guys, and your support. Give me the thumbs up and the likes, pretty much. Also, feel free to comment below or comment on any other videos at this moment of time that you feel that you want me to look at, or just as a form of encouragement, or whatever is on your mind or heart. Share on AspieAnswers All if you feel to, you know, want to talk to someone in general, you know, in private as well. You know, subscribe to my channel. Also, feel free to share the vids to family and friends. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you all soon.